Yeah. I agree.
Call this meeting to order the Greenville City Council on June 16th of 2026. Call the roll call.
Rogers,
Yes.
Willman,
Here.
Ely, here, Godwin,
Here.
Bull, Kindle,
Here.
Norris.
Here. We'll all stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Approval of the minutes. You were all emailed the minutes. Is there any corrections or additions? If not, they'll stand approved. Approval of the agenda. We have executive session 121.22G dealing with personnel. That'll be after the call of council.
Make a motion to approve the agenda as amended.
Mr. Godwin, move to approve the agenda. Call the roll.
Rogers,
Yes.
Willman,
Yes.
Ely, yes, Godwin,
Yes.
Kindle,
Yes.
Norris.
Yes.
Next is public hearings. Anyone wish to speak to council?
Hi, Timothy Gilbert. I see we got a couple of members missing tonight, so they'll not have to feel the pain here. I know I responded too soon a couple of weeks ago to the speeches that some people made that were lobbying about it, and I probably could have talked as long as they did while they read their things. So I wrote something down that I thought was more on point, and I don't wish to debate their points of view or their idealism, because we all had that at one time in our lives, and some of us still do on some level or another. I wish to thank the council for listening to them, as you should, all divergent lectures about social justice and homeless ideals. And my respect comes to the council, our safety director and mayor, who listen to the good, listen to all, but act for the good of all of us. Tending a hammer, anything looks like a nail. And I believe Mr. Acker, who was debating about homeless and other things, looked like that to me, and I guess it incensed me a little bit. So I'm glad I got a couple of weeks to think about it and try to get away from that part of it and think about what he was doing. People that ask people that make their living asking for money are like car salesmen. They can't not sell, and they can't ask you or anybody else anything but for money. So they're always trying to get something out of you. So the city council is not a charity in my mind. It's managing the city and the departments that contribute to all of us. Schools, police, fire, and other departments help everyone. Helping homeless does not. Suicide prevention does not. There are places to get help. I think Mr. Acker works for one of those. And as Chief Benji mentioned, homeless and vagrants, kind of an old term, refuse help. So they become nuisances and dangers to the community. Seems like the churches and such are in the business of a helping hand, and they're not doing enough maybe. That is not the city's fault. Since I know so little about this, I thank the council for their experience in these matters and have to trust our elected people to consider requests for funding certain small numbers of people in the community. They're being lectured by salesmen and young idealists who are not out in the streets with the people they say need help. The city provides transportation and help, and I'm lucky to be able to ask questions of any of you, of the county, of many people in other villages about what they do. Because Greenville may have a larger demographic of aged people, we're not lobbying for your funds. Your job may facilitate these efforts, but not at the expense of others. It seems Mr. Acker, who I've heard a couple of times at council meetings, seems to think you have money to burn. If so, does every organization and religion in town come to ask you for money as well? You juggle a lot of needs in our city, and I'm grateful for the way the city departments keep us apprised of things. Mr. Berry and WTGR for their attendance in this and other meetings to help keep we, the public, informed. So my thanks to you all.
Thank you, Tim.
Thank you, Tim.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate that.
Anyone else for public hearings?
Jana Dieter, I just have two things. I went down to the Welcome Center today, and I picked this booklet up, and it's the latest one, 26 through 27, and I just briefly flipped through it, and it's pretty cool. There's a lot in here I want to read, and I don't know who put it together, but they did a fantastic job. So if you get a chance, stop down at the Welcome Center. There's a slew of them down there. I should have brought some with me, but pick up one of those. And also, I was down changing the info in the message board in the park, and I know that probably going to get told, that isn't a city council concern. But somebody came up to me, and they were so excited because they said, oh, we're going to get a pickleball court, we're going to get a pickleball court, because they were working on the shuffleboard. And I said, no. They're redoing the shuffleboard court. Well, when are we going to get a pickleball court? I had 3 different people stop me. Not just that day, but other times. So I said, take it to Ryan Delk. I said, I can do it. Well, he's kind of over the park. And so, don't give it to me. I tried already. And so I just want to let you know that's what that is about. So I see the shuffleboard is being done, and that's all I have this evening.
Jana, is with the pickleball court being the topic, I talked to several teenage kids, and apparently the markings are on the tennis courts.
No, they're different.
Pickleball, but there are 3 or 4 of them out there playing pickleball that had the small paddles doing their thing. But
you can play out there, but the lines are different.
Yeah.
And then when they do tournaments, well, then you can't really play.
Right.
So it would be nice, all the other surrounding communities have them, but,
Yeah, they said that the lines were marked or something there for it.
Oh, well, that's new.
And they were out there was a group of 6 out there the other night.
Yeah,
playing
maybe they marked them themselves, I don't know. My neighbors did it on the street themselves, so I said.
There you go. Thank you.
Didn't you say we had one?
If I may,
Yes, go ahead, Matt.
we are in, have just finalized talks with the schools. So we are going to paint 6 pickleball courts on the tennis courts, what they call tennis court 7, 8, 9, which are the 3 closest to the Jennings Center. Here in the next couple of weeks, we actually just finalized the color and how we were going to do it yesterday. And then the park is purchasing 3 removable nets for pickleball, and we're going to see how it goes. And so there will be pickleball courts in the park, just on school property, but the public is welcome to use them.
We still have one at the North Park?
We still have 3 courts at North Park as well.
Thanks, Ryan. Anyone else for public hearings? Okay, with that, we'll move on to administrative reports. The mayor is on vacation, and Mr. Schmidt had a work situation, so he may not be here for a little while. So we'll skip that for right now and go on to Safety Service Director, Mr. Delk.
Thank you, Mr. President. Some updates for this evening. First, I received a request from a resident requesting for us to look at the speed on Russ Road. So my understanding is when Russ Road was originally there, it was a 25-mile-an-hour speed limit. When it was changed to the 3 lanes back in the early 2000s, there was a lot of discussion over it, and it was determined to make it a 35-mile-an-hour zone. This resident asked that it be reduced back to 25. We've kind of talked about it administratively and felt the best place was to ask for a safety committee assignment to review that speed on Russ Road.
And that is the full length of Russ Road, or?
Russ Road from Broadway to Wagner.
And I'm not sure who's on the
I
safety.
know Ms. Hull is the chair, and I believe Clarence is on it.
Yeah.
And who's the third?
I think it's you, actually.
What you think? Okay,
That is correct.
who's the chairman?
You think
You're
with that,
the chairman.
you think with that
I'll
being
sign.
down,
Is there a date that you need?
No, I mean, we can, whatever, it's gonna take some time. I mean, I think there needs a lot of probably discussion and thought put in it.
Okay, Christie, can you take that on?
Yep.
And
We can go to August, August or September, I would think. You
Okay,
can always submit it earlier if we get worked through sooner.
anything else, Ryan?
So some updates. Solids handling is going very well. We started making cake last week. We ran our first dumpster. Now there's a lot of testing we have to do. There's sour testing and solids testing and metal testing. That way we can get the right permitting in place. And so basically what it is, we run it through a dewatering press and then we add this polymer to it. So right now we're working on tweaking the right amount and the right kind of polymer to get the consistency that we want, so that it meets the solid criteria. But it was a huge step. So basically what that allows us to do is start the process of abandoning all the tanks and the equipment that's out at the closed landfill, which is a major reason of why we traveled this road. So we are performing soil samples. The EPA requested some soil samples out at our site at the landfill, so we're performing those this week. Once we get those results back, then fingers crossed the EPA will release so we can demo everything out there. Other than that, there's still a lot of just little items to do, curbing and asphalt, and they're finishing the inside of the admin building, which will take about the rest of summer. We're looking to be up, full operational, moved, and just working out the bugs probably by September, October. So I know we've talked about this project for a long time and funding and a long construction process. So we're getting towards the end, which is very exciting for us. Water tower is ongoing. If you've happened to go by it, it's looked the same for a long time, but that's because they're currently building the tank on the ground around the bottom of the tank, and then they'll lift it. So we're still on schedule with water tower. Lead lines. So updates on lead lines. We are, there's actually some legislation tonight to approve a contract with Arcadis, which is our consultant for our lead lines. So the EPA has paid for Arcadis to be our consultant from when we started until bidding, and then once bidding, that was the end of their grant cycle. So now we're asking to go into contract with them, and that continues throughout the whole entire project of the city, which is 4 to 5 year time frame. And that is them helping us along the way with inspections. It's a very large project, and we just don't have the personnel to keep up with everything we have to do to meet the EPA guidelines on that. So that's what that's for. We today did some work on our website. So one of the big things, we have to go around and we have to get agreements from every homeowner where we're entering their property, replacing the lead on their side. And we have to have those signed off by the homeowner. And so we came up with a QR code, and we have a fillable worksheet online on our city's website, and we're working now to make it easy to find and easy to get to, and then you can sign online, because we think those are going to be one of our big holdups as we kind of move the project along, getting a hold of everybody and getting these signed. So if you have some time, check it out. Go on our website and look up lead lines, and it'll take you to the area. And we're going to keep adding information on there, like how it's going to work, and kind of build that out to keep the public informed and get all of our things accomplished for our lead line project. And then the plan is next council meeting, we'll have what we're calling phase 1 and phase 1A all drawn up, and we'll come to council for authorization to bid. And then it looks like if everything goes as planned, construction would probably start August, September timeframe for the first phase of our lead line project. Our sidewalk phase 4, right now, what we're waiting on is our bids to come in, which we open them next Tuesday. Once those get opened, we'll get costs put onto our exhibits, and those exhibits sent out to all the property owners that are on this phase of the sidewalk. And then we'll be coming back to council for accepting the bid and authorization of necessity. So that one's moving along. Maintenance paving bid opening is also next Tuesday, and we're just waiting on those bids to come back. Plans have already been submitted and the streets have already been placed. Schweitzer Street project still in the right-of-way portion. So all letters have went out to all the owners out there on what the project is and to acquire that temporary easement, temporary right-of-way area. And so that'll be the rest of the summer working on that portion. Fire truck, I'm told, is supposed to be here late July. We've been waiting for 3 years. So it is right around the corner. They're finishing up the build now. The fire department has to go and inspect everything, and then it gets sent to Cleveland for a few weeks to get all the equipment moved around, and then we plan to take possession of it sometime late July. Other than that, I will be happy to answer any questions about the legislation, but I will pass.
Just a general question for you, going back to parks. I've had a couple of telephone calls on the trash cans, the trash situation, and we've got 2 big dumpsters out there now, different locations.
Yep.
Have we eliminated the brown Rumpke bins? Are they out there? Were they
No.
being gathered for dumping?
We actually have 3 or 4 dumps, like bigger dumpsters, like one at the, there's one at the horseshoe courts, there's one at the restrooms, there's one at the pool, and then there's one by shelter 3, and then we have like 15 carts that are out there, and then we have to go out. I think they pick up that trash on Wednesday morning, so Tuesdays we go out, roll them all over by the roundhouse, and then they dump them Wednesday morning, and then we put them back Wednesday.
Right, and that's what I figured had happened, and explained that, but I said, I'll put it out there so the public can hear it.
Yep.
Thank you, Ryan.
You're welcome.
On the lead lines, where is A and A1?
It's Washington, Armstrong, Cypress, that area, kind of, well, it would be south of downtown and to the west. So part of the reason that we're starting there, we have a lot of lead mains, like 2-inch lead mains that feed like a couple houses on some of the Cypress, Armstrong, I think Pearl, Penn, in that area, just because of how it was developed back in the day when they developed it. So one of it is because it's as we call them small diameter lead water mains, and 2, actually because of the item number 5, the ODOT resurfacing improvement. So ODOT we're doing an urban paving project with ODOT that'll happen next April, which is where they'll come in and pave state highways at an 80-20 split. They pay 80%, we pay 20. And that project is going to be 49 north from the Corp to 571, and then the entire circle, the circle down Broadway to Washington, and then Washington from Broadway to Pine. So a lot of those lead lines are in that area, so we're hitting those first. That way we can come through and do this paving project next year.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Any other questions of Mr. Delco? Okay, moving on to Mr. Reaman, Law Director.
Thank you, Mr. Council President. Still busy, still handling everything. I did have a good round of interviews last week. I'm hopeful to make a decision on a hire and get some hope in, hopefully by mid to end July. So there's a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel, so that has been good. Other than that, I'm happy to answer any questions that anybody has.
On property on Pine and Washington, can we have an update on that?
So I'd have to check with Chad on that. I know that they have received letters and where that falls in Chad's priority list. I know that they're getting letters with that, so I'd have to check with Chad. But I will make a note to do that.
Thank you. Any questions of Mr. Reaman?
Is on both, are you going to be looking at both corners, or because the six, on both corners
Yeah,
are fine
6 and
and
601.
600 and
I think they've both got letters that and
Yeah.
across the street with the trash, yeah.
Yeah, because it looks kind of shabby.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Reaman.
Thank you.
Auditor, Ms. Davis.
Thank you, Mr. President. I just, as we discussed at the last meeting, regarding I need a motion to approve the preliminary budget for 2027 so that I can file the paperwork with the county. That's just the preliminary budget. We obviously have to send that in as part of the ORC code. Then we do review all of the budget with what the revenue looks like at the end of the year and make a final budget. This is just the preliminary budget. So I do need a motion from someone at council so that I can file that.
I'll make a motion for the filing of the preliminary budget.
Thank you. And then you have to call the roll.
Pardon?
You have to call the roll. Has to be a member of the,
Right.
yeah, has to be part of it.
Mr. Norris moved to give that reading. Roll call, please.
Rogers,
Yes.
Willman,
Yes.
Ely. Yes. Godwin,
Yes.
Hull,
Yes.
Kindle,
Yes.
Norris.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. And then I'll take any questions and otherwise I will pass. Is there any-
Any questions of Ms. Davis?
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
And I see our Mayor Pro Tem just got here. We skipped over your segment. If you would have anything that you'd like to bring up? Nothing to add, okay. Okay, thank you. And committee reports, we don't have any committee reports. And we'll go on to ordinances and resolutions.
Give me a minute. Just a little statement. I've been having a hard time getting a hold of a representative from CAP, the Community Action Partnership, which I was assigned to by council. And I've been informed that our representative is no longer needed on that board. So
Asked too many
it's
questions.
done deal, yes. I don't know what their criteria is, but they said, I finally got a hold of somebody yesterday. And they said that they have, the board is full. So they don't, I have no idea why. Just, they already have people from Dark County and involved and just don't need any more.
So they don't want a representative of council then?
I guess not.
Okay, that's interesting. Is there anything we need to do with that then?
Yeah, nothing on our side. I think potentially part of that is, and I'm not fully aware of the background, but CAP kind of changed organizationally, and so it went from a local CAP to just the Dayton area CAP. And so I can see through that transition, while we had an assigned seat on the local, that wouldn't necessarily carry over to the more regional CAP, so there shouldn't be anything other than cutting Mr. Woolman's pay since he has less to do.
And the other thing that they also in that transition, they reorganized on the local level as well. And they just have a committee that's made up of trustees and people in the community. So it's not anything like it was before.
A lot of change, huh?
A lot of change, yeah. And even the clothing bank where I volunteer a lot of my hours, give a lot of hours to, they've made a lot of changes for us too. So it's like, it's not nearly as much fun.
Yeah, that's a shame.
Well, I think at least the MV, they call it MV CAP,
Yeah, Miami Valley Community Action
and
Partnership.
they got a good newsletter. I mean, I get it in paper copy, and I believe all the council members get it emailed to you, and there's some good information in there as far as I try to keep up with what they're doing locally.
And they still have representation from the commissioners. And even though the person that's representing for the commissioners is not a commission, but he's appointed by the commissioners, so it's, I mean, so I guess if we have something that we'd like to make known to them, we can do that.
She mentioned Larry Holmes is still a member, and also Steve Bonfiglio is a member of that group, so.
We have business section and government section, private, and then they had, that's what it is.
Okay, thanks for that information. Ordinances resolution, the first one is a supplemental ordinance.
An ordinance to make additional appropriations for current expenses and other expenditures of the City of Greenville, State of Ohio during the fiscal year ending December 31st, 2026.
You've heard the first reading, do I hear a motion?
Need a motion to suspend the rules and read it by title only, second, third time.
Okay, it's been motioned by Mr. Godwin to give it second, third reading by title. Roll call, please.
Rogers?
Yes.
Willman?
Yes.
Ely?
Yes.
Godwin?
Yes.
Hull?
Yes.
Kindle?
Yes.
Norris?
Yes.
For first and the second and third reading.
An ordinance to make additional appropriations for current expenses and other expenditures of the City of Greenville, State of Ohio during the fiscal year ending December 31st, 2026. An ordinance to make additional appropriations for current expenses and other expenditures of the City of Greenville, State of Ohio during the fiscal year ending December 31st, 2026.
Motion to adopt.
Been motioned by Mr. Godwin to adopt the ordinance. Roll call.
Discussion, please.
Oh, I'm sorry, discussion.
Ryan, on that, on ordinance one, that amount, is that rolled into the loan? Because that was into a loan process with low interest?
No, this is,
Or is that outside of that for the lead?
this funding isn't for lead, it's for the project, the urban paving that we're doing next year. So it's tied to number 5 there.
Okay.
So our estimated 20% is $270,000, and so we have to pay them $270,000 now once we approve this, and then once they bid it and the project is complete, either we could get a refund or we could potentially have to pay more. It's just a portion of the estimate. So this money is state highway funds, so it's a whole separate fund. Basically, we get funds from the state of Ohio, and those funds are specifically tied. You have to use them on a state highway. So we have been saving those funds for the last several years, knowing that these projects were coming up because we can use those for our 20% match.
Okay.
So this is just moving money so we can pay our 20% match.
Okay, gotcha. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Any other discussion? Call the roll.
Rogers?
Yes.
Willman?
Yes.
Ely?
Yes.
Godwin?
Yes.
Hull?
Yes.
Kindle?
Yes.
Norris?
Yes.
Next, we have a resolution authorizing the safety service director into contract.
A resolution authorizing the Safety Service Director to enter into a contract with Arcadis for professional services related to the 2026 lead service line and small lead water main replacement.
You've heard the first reading. Do I hear a motion?
Motion to suspend the rules on this resolution and read it by title only, second, third time.
Mr. Godwin made a motion to give it second and third reading by title only.
Rogers?
Yes.
Willman?
Yes.
Ely?
Yes.
Godwin?
Yes.
Hull?
Yes.
Kindle?
Yes.
Norris?
Yes.
Motion to adopt.
Yeah, go ahead and read it. I'm sorry.
A resolution authorizing the Safety Service Director to enter into a contract with Arcadis for professional services related to 2026 lead line service and small lead water main replacement. A resolution authorizing the Safety Service Director to enter into a contract with Arcadis for professional services related to the 2026 lead service line and small lead water main replacement.
Motion to adopt?
This whole motion to adopt is a discussion. Call the roll.
Rogers?
Yes.
Willman?
Yes.
Ely?
Yes.
Godwin?
Yes.
Hull?
Yes.
Kindle?
Yes.
Norris?
Yes.
Third is a resolution authorizing the disposition of no longer transit equipment.
on Gov Deals.
A resolution authorizing the disposition of no longer needed transit department equipment on Gov Deals.
You've heard the first reading. Do I hear a motion?
Motion to suspend the rules and read it by title only for the second and third time.
Read the second and third time. Oh, call the roll, I'm sorry.
Rogers?
Yes.
Willman?
Yes.
Ely?
Yes.
Godwin?
Yes.
Poll?
Yes.
Kindle?
Yes.
Norris?
Yes.
A resolution authorizing the disposition of no longer needed transit department equipment on Gov Deals. A resolution authorizing the disposition of no longer needed transit department equipment on Gov Deals.
Heard the second and third reading. Do I hear a motion?
Motion to adopt.
Motion by Mr. Godwin to adopt. Discussion.
Do they got vehicles to replace these?
Yes, we already received our vehicles to replace them. So these are just getting rid of no longer needed.
Thank you.
Any other discussion? Call the roll.
Rogers?
Yes.
Willman?
Yes.
Ely? Yes. Godwin?
Yes.
Poll?
Yes.
Kindle?
Yes.
Norris?
Yes.
The fourth is a resolution authorizing Safety Service Director to enter a contract with Harder Agri Services.
A resolution authorizing the Safety Service Director to enter into a contract with Harder Agri Services LLC for biosolids handling, hauling, and application.
Heard the first reading.
Read the summary in the first time. So that's the title, right?
Yes.
Now you read the summary.
Read the
Yes,
summary.
he's been skipping over.
We'll get it.
This resolution authorizes the Safety Service Director to enter into contract with Harder Agri Services LLC for 2026 biosolids hauling and application.
Motion to suspend the rules and read this by title only. Resolution by title only, second, third time.
Mr. Godwin said to read it second, third time. Call the roll.
Rogers?
Yes.
Willman?
Yes.
Ely? Yes. Godwin?
Yes.
Yes.
Kindle?
Yes.
Norris?
Yes.
A resolution authorizing the Safety Service Director to enter into a contract with Harder Agri Services LLC for biosolids hauling and application. A resolution authorizing the Safety Service Director to enter into a contract with Harder Agri Services LLC for biosolids hauling and application.
You've heard the second and third reading. Do I hear a motion?
Motion. Oh. Make a motion to accept the resolution.
Okay, we've heard the motion. Discussion? Roll call.
Rogers?
Yes.
Willman?
Yes.
Ely? Yes. Godwin?
Yes.
Poll?
Yes.
Kindle?
Yes.
Norris?
Yes.
Okay. Fifth one is authorizing the mayor to enter into contract with Department of Transportation for resurfacing.
A resolution with ODOT regarding PID number 113507 for resurfacing improvements to Washington Avenue, Broadway Street, State Route 49, and Fort Recovery Road, State Route 49. This resolution authorizes the mayor to enter into contract with the Director of Transportation to resurface Washington Avenue, Broadway Street, State Route 49 from straight line mileage 16.68 to straight line mileage 17.40, and Fort Recovery Road, State Route 49 from straight line mileage 18.04 to straight line mileage 18.39.
Heard the first reading.
Motion to suspend the rules on this resolution and read it by title only, second and third time.
Mr. Godwin, motion to read it second, third time. Call the roll.
Rogers?
Yes.
Willman?
Yes.
Ely? Yes. Godwin?
Yes.
Poll?
Yes.
Kindle?
Yes.
Norris?
Yes.
A resolution with ODOT regarding PID number 113507 for resurfacing improvements to Washington Avenue, Broadway Street, State Route 49, and Fort Recovery Road, State Route 49. A resolution with ODOT regarding PID number 113507 for resurfacing improvements to Washington Avenue, Broadway Street, State Route 49, and Fort Recovery Road, State Route 49.
Heard the second and third reading.
Motion to adopt resolution.
Mr. Willman moved to adopt the resolution. Discussion?
Call the roll.
Rogers?
Yes.
Willman?
Yes.
Ely?
Yes.
Godwin?
Yes.
Hull?
Yes.
Kindle?
Yes.
Norris?
Yes.
Sixth one is resolution authorizing the mayor to enter contract with Dark County Jobs and Family Services.
A resolution authorizing the mayor to enter into a contract with Dark County Job and Family Services to provide transit services. This resolution authorizes the mayor to enter into contract with Dark County Job and Family Services to provide transit services from July 1st, 2026 to June 30th, 2027 at a cost of $24.95 per person each way.
You've heard the first reading.
Motion to suspend the rules, read this resolution by title alone, second, third time.
Mr. Wellman, motion to read the resolution second, third time by title only. Call the roll.
Rogers?
Yes.
Willman?
Yes.
Ely?
Yes.
Godwin?
Yes.
Hull?
Yes.
Kindle?
Yes.
Norris?
Yes.
I should have abstained on that.
And the minutes reflect the abstain.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Give it second, third reading.
A resolution authorizing the mayor to enter into a contract with Dark County Job and Family Services to provide transit services. A resolution authorizing the mayor to enter into a contract with Dark County Job and Family Services to provide transit services.
Motion to adopt the resolution.
Motion by Mr. Norris to adopt the resolution. Discussion. Call the roll.
Rogers?
Abstain.
Willman?
Yes.
Ely?
Yes.
Godwin?
Yes.
Hull?
Yes.
Kindle?
Yes.
Norris?
Yes.
Resolution passed. That is all of our resolutions and ordinances. Don't have any new business, no old business. Next is council representative for outside committee, council on aging.
That's me.
That's Mrs. Ely.
Yes, I think we're very fortunate in our community. At Council on Aging, there's a lot of things that build up to that, but we have a lot of agencies and facilities that contribute to these, to the Council on Aging. They meet quarterly. They just had a meeting not too long ago. At that quarterly meeting, they share a lot of ideas on how we can better serve our senior citizens, and a natural tie-in to the Council on Aging is Dark County Senior Outreach, which is a group of it's kind of a governing board under the Council of Aging that reaches out to organizations, all the service organizations, like Brookdale and all of those things. And then we are developing within our community, Dark County Seniors. Now, that's a group that's just a little over a year old, and they have gone from having 25 members, they're now up into 4 or 5, they may be close to 700 members. And that's just how, when a community works together, they can do a lot. And if you see any Dark County Seniors, they're doing a lot. They have educational programs going on 5 days a week. They have fun activities, they have crafts. And all of this has just come from sharing ideas and then moving forward with it. So I encourage all of you to, I know you have to be a senior, but 55 and older, I believe, is the rule. But you can go and plug into something. They have game days, movie days. So all of this results out of a government agency that everybody goes, oh, and then, it kind of mushrooms. And if you read the Early Bird, and they have articles in there, Mr. Ryan, Mr. Berry, you're to be commended for allowing publication of that, because that gets the word out, because a lot of our seniors don't do computers, but they read the Early Bird, they read the publications that are coming out. So I think it's just one of those things that it's kind of a hidden jewel in our community. So I would encourage you to support it.
Do they have like a website or anything?
They're on Facebook.
Facebook.
Yeah, you can, Dark County Seniors is on Facebook, and right now they have a quilt raffle that they're doing. one of the ladies made the quilt. It's beautiful, and it's celebrating the 250 year. So they have, they sell raffle tickets. They're $5 a piece. And that's what they're doing is they're trying to build a fund with Dark County Foundation, so that they can start having people leave, bequests to them at passing of family. And that bequest then will enable them at some point, and we hope sooner rather than later, to have an actual facility that is for Dark County seniors. Right now, they share a room out at Birchwood and that's governed by the county commissioners and the DD board. So it's kind of a shared space, but they have line dancing and all kinds of things. You just got to plug into it. So it's usually like 10 to 3:30, something like that.
Any other questions for Mrs. Ely?
Thank you.
Thanks, Dolores. And we'll go to communications.
The communications received were from the monthly report for May from the street department, the income tax department, and the transit department.
Okay, thank you. Call of council.
Rogers,
I'm going to pass tonight.
Willman,
Thanks for coming, everybody. Appreciate it, no doubt. And I'll pass.
Ely,
I think I'll pass tonight. I already said a lot.
Godwin,
Gonna pass. Pass.
Hull,
I will pass as well.
Kindle,
Again, thank you all the department heads for coming this evening, the press, Tim and Jana, good to have you here. I wish everybody a good 4th of July. I don't think we're back in here prior to that, so with that, I pass.
Norris,
Yep. First of all, Mr. President, may I make a motion to excuse the absences for the month of June, please?
You may. Call the roll, please.
Rogers,
Yes.
Willman.
Yes.
Ely,
Yes.
Godwin,
Yes.
Hull,
Yes.
Kindle,
Yes.
Norris.
Yes. And with that, like Tom said, 4th of July is coming up here fast. The mayor and the Parks Department put some things out on Facebook as far as the fireworks, some of the activities. There were some questions on whether or not the meal was free on the 5th, and yes, that's hot dogs and water and chips, and there is no cost for that. So that's kind of a neat thing going on in the park, and there's a lot of things going on, but and I didn't print out the list, but it's out on Facebook on several pages out there to kind of follow along with the 4th of July activities. Somebody's got a list of fireworks, not only in Greenville, but around the local communities as well, for something to look out for. And with that, since our fire chief is here, can you give us just a 2-second rundown on fireworks around residents? As far as the laws or the rules, they can do it a couple of days before to the day after, or?
We're gonna do what we did last year, we posted on our social media, Facebook here, and that's what
Okay, very good.
It's the same pamphlet that we put out for the state
Yep.
last year.
Yep, very good. And I know that there's the rules that it's a few days before or after, there's a limit for the time of it, so just people, please adhere to that. Don't be shooting them off at 2 a.m. and that kind of thing, and waking up the neighborhood as far as that goes. And with that, I will pass.
That's all, I think. And we have a need for executive session 121.22G for personnel. We'll clear the chambers and,
You need a motion to adjourn?
oh yeah, motion to adjourn.
Yes.
You don't adjourn until after.
Oh, all right. Motion to, right, executive session. Sorry.
Call the roll?
Rogers,
Yes.
Willman,
Aye.
Ely,
Yes.
Godwin,
Yes.
Hull,
Yes.
Kindle,
Yes.
Norris.
Yes.
Thank you for all your attendance.